Hi, I'm David Docherty, Chief Executive of the National Centre for Universities and Business. Welcome to Faisley Studios, where we're having the UK Fuse event.
I think it's great when you bring different people together from different backgrounds. It is exactly where innovation happens. When academics talk to entrepreneurs, talk to people from government, that's exactly when, at that intersection, that's when it happens.
This is an example of a fuse space, I believe. You've got individuals who are artists, performers, right through to more corporate businesses in web, advertising and skills training, who all occupy in the same space and actually do work together collaboratively on projects. So it's a real good example of that initiative happening.
I think the most important thing is that we get people to realise that it's only by mixing creative and ICT that we can actually take on a world stage, because so many other countries have one element of that, but our creativity is our crown jewels. I've always said that if there was a Silicon Valley in the UK, it would probably be around the creative industries. We've got to get creative in the mix. So I just think we should make sure that everyone knows that it's by combining those two things, the combination, the fusion of those two things is what can differentiate the UK in terms of an economic powerhouse.
We've done the Brighton Fuse, where we looked at how the Brighton cluster emerged. We've done London Fusion, a knowledge exchange program between businesses and universities, and now we're trying to figure out how you do it across the UK. The same issues recur. How do you get the right talent base? How do you get design people and tech people working in universities before they start working in companies? How do you get the right research agenda so that each region gets the fused cluster that it deserves or is relevant to its area, its place?
I would like for government to really make people work together instead of allowing people to carry on down their own different paths. I think someone should be in charge and tell everybody that they must do things together, not apart.
All the talk around education is the need for STEM skills, where actually the evidence of projects like the Brighton Fuse show that what is really going to drive growth is the combination of people with arts and humanities skills, with people in science and engineering skills, and with people with entrepreneurial understanding. Getting that message across, that it's not just about STEM, it's not just about science, technology and engineering, but arts and humanities skills are fundamental to real innovation, real growth, and to thriving businesses in this country. I think that's the message that has to come out.
Several things stood out. One of the first things was as a business, to actually be asked to participate in the conversation has been really important, and it's very refreshing to see. The second was to understand the thoughts on education, and they mentioned this T approach, where you've got wider skill sets being put on top of that depth of knowledge that's always important, and one without the other, it just won't happen, and that's definitely what, as a business, we're calling out for. So to hear that is very heartwarming.
My reaction to the event so far is that it's been fantastic to have people from so many corners with so many different skills and insights come together and think about the Fuse agenda.
It's fabulous, and it's exactly what we're striving to do in Belfast. We've just had funding through for a new accelerator programme that Belfast City Council will be leading on, and hopefully that will be in the Cathedral Quarter, right at the very centre of Belfast. I've heard about the Custard Factory so many times before. It's an absolute pleasure to be here today.
It's been a very, I think it's been a very useful event. There's a very good group of people in the room, quite senior people from academia, from business, and from public sector organisations. So it's a good blend of people who've been working in this space for quite a long time, who understand what the need is for the combination of arts and humanities skills with science and engineering skills and entrepreneurialism, really to drive the growth in the economy in this country.
It's to put creative thinking at the core of everything that universities and training do, in terms of making it that it's not about grades, it's about you as an individual and your wider skill set and how that can benefit you in the business environment.